April Barbosa's daughter died at the hands of her boyfriend. He pleaded guilty this week to second-degree murder. He could face 16 to 25 years in prison. And tomorrow, Barbosa will take part in a memorial walk against domestic violence. 9 on your side's Lustelia Caballero joins us now with more. Lustelia.
Val, about 1 in 4 women and nearly 1 in 10 men have experienced domestic abuse. That's according to the CDC, something a grieving mother who lost her child to domestic violence says is one too many.
I missed you every single day.
It's what April Barbosa would say to her daughter Rosaura if she were alive today. She relives the moment she found Rosaura dead in her apartment every day.
I ran up and down Craycroft looking for the guy who killed my daughter.
A pain, she says, will never go away, but she pushes through it knowing that's what Rosaura would want her to do.
I have a hard time getting up every day, but I'm doing it because I know that you want me to keep helping people and to bring love and positivity in this world.
So Barbosa started the nonprofit Justice for Rosaura to help victims of abuse.
We need to unite to fight against violence, and it's time to not only help the victims, but help the perpetrators of violence and teach them better coping skills. You know, my organization will help with that.
Ed Mercurio Sacua is with Emerge, Center Against Domestic Abuse.
We tend to think of domestic violence as a physical thing. There are many, many folks who unfortunately are being beaten, being pushed, being sexually assaulted in a variety of ways within their intimate partner relationship. But then there's also the emotional and mental aspect of that.
Abuse, he says, can also come in the form of infidelity, isolation, economic abuse, victim blaming, and threats. Mercurio Sacua says there are about 15,000 emergency calls for domestic abuse in Tucson and Pima County each year.
And when you add on that only 1 in 10 are reported, you can start doing the math and figuring out this is actually a humongous issue in our community.
A reason Barbosa is joining in the fight, making signs for tomorrow's Stop the Violence Memorial Walk in honor of her daughter.
She was a hard worker, good sister, a loving granddaughter. I don't want them to remember how she died. I want them to remember how she lived.
The 1 mile walk starts at the Summit Ridge Apartments on Craycroft. That's just south of 22nd, and it will end at Freedom Park on 29th Street. The event runs from noon until 6. We'll have all that information on our website, KGUN9.com. Lustelia Caballero, KGUN 9 on your side.
Lustelia.